I once told the story of when I was driving and my children were younger and they were in the car with me. I taught them to call out what they saw on the side of the road. So if it was, large item pickup day, we'd be driving down the road and one of my kids would be like, 2 lamps, a table, and a broken wagon. They would just do this. I wouldn't have to say to the kids, hey, what is that? And they would call out what was on the side of the road. So that's how much they knew I loved free. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have pretty much a clothing haul, but you know me, I kind of mix other things in, whatever comes to mind, I share with you guys. So today is basically a clothing haul and a few tips that I wanted to share that I have found really helpful with reselling. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen and my store is Lavender Clothesline on eBay, Instagram, and here on YouTube. I've been selling about 6 years full time. I always forget whether I've completed 5 and starting 6 or I'm fully in my 6. So somewhere between 5 and 6. We'll just say that from now on. Today I'm going to show clothing that I recently picked up, probably within the past week. Some thrifting trips are just throwing whatever into the cart. That's most of my thrifting trips. I don't go out with the intention of sourcing one specific item. I'm really freestyle, throw whatever in the cart that suits my fancy. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to talk about today are non-branded items. So a lot of times there's a tag to identify what we have, and sometimes there isn't, or I don't know the tag. So this first item is a pair of workout leggings, yoga, fitness, active wear, leisure wear it's now called, for people that wear active wear and really don't work out. I think we all fit into that category some days. But this is the tag. It just has geometric shapes in it. I think it's a triangle, circle, triangle. So if anybody knows this brand, you can let me know. But I thought the graphic on these leggings, let me hold it straight, really, really good. Love this graphic. I picked these up. I paid $3.97 for these, and I'm going to list them at the $30 mark at least. I might even list them a little bit higher because I think the aesthetic is good and the quality is there. There are a lot of workout clothing items being made in China, and they're really inferior quality. So when the quality is good on an item, I not only source it, but I disclose it in the listing. I will say, in my opinion, this is a higher quality than normally found for low-end brands. Something like that loosely, but I always put in my opinion so that the buyer knows it's my opinion about the item. So that's item number 1. Item number 2 is a hoodie that I picked up in the bins. Yep, I've been going to the bins just a little bit lately. And this is the hoodie. I had no idea what I had here. I'm not up on all of the video games, the shows. I don't even watch regular television. So we have a thing called Instagram, which is just great. Great community over there. And everybody was wonderful in identifying this. So this is the Ninja Dylan Francis hoodie. And yeah, I just thought this was terrific. It does have a few small spots, but I think gamers would want this. And I picked it up, and this probably weighs 2 pounds, if not a little over, so I paid about $3 for this. Okay. Next item is a silk rayon open front jacket or top. I will put both of those terms in my listing, jacket and top, but I make sure I put open front. And this is put out by Laura Ashley. I don't think this is made in China, so it's not the one made in Britain. But I felt this was really pretty, boho, bohemian, all those keywords, and I do well with these. So I always look for kind of this patchwork burnout velvet. Sometimes it has cut work on it, but always silk. I look for the silk ones, and these do well. I paid $3.97 for this, and hoping for around the $40 mark for this, even for Laura Ashley from China, so that's a great find. Okay, so we're going to take this off so I keep track of what I've done. And we're going to swing this rack around. This next item is a denim jacket. I pick up a lot of denim jackets. The only ones I avoid are the ones that are really funky in style but not attractive. So I go for the military, classic, and moto styles, those three styles. This one is St. John Sport, and it has a rhinestone embellishment and the St. John logo in a metal plate. Thought that was great. I paid up for this. I paid $7.95 for this, which is rare for me. Most of my items I pick up $3 to $5 range, but St. John is a good name. The jacket's in excellent quality, and I will put this on for about $60. This next brand, I don't know. This is called Paparazzi, but it's an embroidered tunic top or tunic blouse. I thought this was really good. Embroidered clothing to me is just not only beautiful, but if it's well done, if it's not really with a lot of loose threads or whatever, I feel like it really draws attention just for that fact, just for it being embroidered. Bohemian is a sought after style, so I always use Bohemian with these. I picked this up for $4.50 and hoping for the $30 mark on this one. Next item is an Erin Crafts fisherman sweater. Erin Crafts, Innisfree. There are a couple of brands that are sweaters made in Ireland. The quality is there, the style is there, and the following is there. They do have a tendency to sit a little bit longer. It's not a quick flip for me, but they always bring good money. So a sweater that I pay $5.50 for, or right around there, $4.95, I usually can get about $40 to $60 for. This one, I'm going to say probably right around the $50 mark. And like I said, we're just going into August now, so I might sit on this till November or December, but I'm convinced I could sell it. So I always say yes to this brand. I do go ahead and check for moth holes because a lot of these sweaters are 100% wool, and if moths get to them, it's over. I've shared this before. If something is 100% wool or even the majority of wool, I hold it up to the light right in the store to make sure there are no moth holes. Most times moth damage will be done at the collar edge or the cuff or the hem edge. I don't know why, but moths start at the edges usually. Sometimes they start in the middle, but most likely you look at the edges of the item, and that's where the moth damage will most likely be. So yes to sweaters made in Ireland of beautiful quality. So the next couple of pieces I just grabbed really quick, boom, 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 right off the rack. I was tired by that point, and a new rack came out, and I was about to leave, so I just grabbed a few things. This store has returns 7-day. I don't return a lot, but I do go through my items, and if something has a flaw that I didn't see, or it's a really bad buy, which is rare, truthfully, I go ahead and return it within the 7 days. If they have that policy, I'm gonna take them up on that policy. So we'll see what I bought. I'm not even quite sure what this round will bring. So this is Europa. This is an Adidas ClimaCool. I guess this is soccer, I'm gonna guess, number 12. You know me, Miss Sporty, so I'm guessing soccer. That's all I got. I figure Adidas, I like the color, like the stripes. I paid $4.50, I think shirts are in that store. And I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna get for this. I imagine $25 to $30. Next brand I know, this is Polo. Ralph Lauren is right on the bathing suit or swim trunks pocket. Cargo style, the color is good, the style is good, the condition is great. These look like they've barely been worn. So I said yes to these. I paid $4.50, and I'm gonna say probably $28 to $30. The next item, believe it or not, in my however many years of selling, I don't think I have ever found dojo jeans. How could that even be? It's probably because I don't look at women's jeans a lot. I'm just over women's jeans. I don't sell a lot, so I don't source a lot. But these I saw at the last minute. I said, okay, dojos, I'll try them. It's a cropped leg. And that's all I got to say about that. I did pay up for these because jeans in that store it's around the $6 mark. See, I'm not even sure because I don't pick up women's jeans often. I'm trying to think. I've been going to that store probably the whole time I've lived in this area, and if I've picked up 10 pairs of jeans, that's a lot in the women's. Men's, I'm all about men's jeans. All right. This next pair of shorts is one of my personal favorite brands. I wear this brand, Jag, J-A-G. The fit on these, the quality on these are beautiful. I recently went to Florida and I found a store selling Jag jeans and shorts, and I picked up a pair of shorts for myself. I never spend this kind of money, ever. I paid $80 for one pair of shorts. In my whole life, I haven't bought jeans for $80, but they went on my body and I thought, I'm gonna wear these things till they fall off my body. So, and I wear shorts a lot. So when I saw Jag, new with tags, let me see if this has $42 as the retail price. And I will show you the label. That is Jag. So I said yes to these. I paid $4 for them and not quite sure what I'll get. I imagine at least $30. These are Disney store. I don't pick up a lot of Disney parks, Disney World, or Disney store items. I think because it was the last minute, I just threw them in the cart. This is a men's cargo short with a Mickey on the pocket. They're cute. I don't think they're anything all that special, truthfully. I'm sure the Disney brand has certain items that will bring a high dollar amount. I don't think this is one of them, but I picked it up. I'll probably put these on for about $20 to $24. And did I say I paid $4.50, I think, for men's shorts? I have a lot of men's clothing here. This is a pair of Harry Potter shorts. I couldn't think of the word. Harry Potter shorts, like I know what I'm talking about. Men's shorts or swimwear. It's got a liner, so it's really swim trunks. And I picked these up. I paid $4.50. They're in great condition. And we'll see what happens with these. I haven't picked up a lot of Harry Potter or any movies merchandise, but I saw them. I said, oh, that's a cute print. I'll give those a try. Again, swim trunks, my opinion is, as August and September approaches, people will still be vacationing, squeezing in those last few days of summer, and they might need new swimwear, and the stores won't have that many items. So I suggest to these. This is a Hawaiian hibiscus. I think that's a hibiscus. I'm not sure about the type of flower, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, so men's swimwear. The brand is Hollister. So I paid $4.50 and I imagine $20 to $28. This is an item that I've spoken about before. These are the heavyweight cargo shorts. I buy the American Eagle ones, the Hollister ones, and the Ralph Lauren ones. Pretty much those three brands. Not that I'm not open to other good brands, but those are the brands that catch my attention right away. It's a heavier cotton, and they are very cargo, relaxed, kind of vintagey style. So I picked these up for $4.50, and the Hollister ones I get a little bit less than the American Eagle ones. The American Eagle ones, I'm averaging about $40 per pair. Guys love those shorts. Hollister, I do, it's a little bit less, but still worth the pickup. So yes to men's cargo shorts that are the heavyweight ones. The next item, I don't know this brand, Stillwater Supply Company. It is a men's chamois cloth, chamois. I guess it's a French term. I think I spelled that correctly. It's almost like a brushed flannel, and it's a heavier weight. And I liked this because it was in excellent shape. This might even be new. Is there a tag? No, I don't see tag, but excellent condition. This I paid, okay, this was $2.75 for, and I'm hoping for probably $25 to $30. American Eagle. This is a men's waffle knit thermal, and it's fitted. And guys that work out have a tendency to really like these shirts. They cling to the body, so this is popular. And what size is this? Extra small. So extra small might be women's. So if this turns out to be women's, I will be able to tell by the measurement. I will go by the sleeve measurement. There are certain times that I use measurements to be able to tell the gender or the sex of an item. So for jeans, with men's jeans or women's, if I get a pair of jeans that I'm unsure of what I have, I put my hand in the front pockets. If the pocket is deeper, this is a general rule, it'll be a men's pair of pants because men generally have larger hands and need a deeper pocket, where women's jeans will have a more shallow pocket. Also, you can tell by the rise and sometimes the inseam. The inseam is not always as big a hint as the pocket hint. But with shirts, getting back to this, if this is a women's, which let me look at vintage fit. See, this looks like a men's. I don't think it says. It could be a men's extra small because this looks too big for a woman's extra small, but I go by the arm measurement. So with women's tops, I measure the underarm from the pit to the cuff. If that measurement falls between, for a long sleeve, 17 to 20 inches, I feel it's a women's and it's pretty safe to say. If it falls above that measurement, I go ahead and measure from the shoulder to the cuff and see what that measurement is. And if it's longer, then it's a men's, if it's longer than the criteria. So I hope I haven't confused you with all of that, but sometimes you need little hints to see what you have, if it's a guy's or a girl's, if the tags have been taken off or if the item is not saying, and it's kind of like a unisex item. So that's how I tell. Most times it works, sometimes it doesn't. Once in a while I get a return saying, hey, this is a woman's shirt. And I'm like, whoops, sorry. And of course I take the return and pay full shipping. This is a men's Hawaiian button-down. This is Panama Jack. It's linen, nothing spectacular, but I got it for $2, so I threw it in the cart and said, absolutely. These shirts are very saturated, the Hawaiian type button-down. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I still pick them up if I get them for a low price point. Next item was on half off day. Also, this is a women's Ralph Lauren dress. It has a stretch, good coloring, floral. It's got some ruching in the front, so that's nice. It's a really pretty quality dress. So I went ahead and picked this up. This is a size 16, and I just really liked it. I like Ralph Lauren still. I'm a very classic shopper myself, and even though I wear tassel earrings and bold prints, I gravitate towards Ralph Lauren. So my eye catches it on the rack. I give it more attention than if it's a name that I'm not so used to. Polo, Ralph Lauren, surprise, surprise, track jacket. It's got the stripe down the sleeve. This is a stretch knit. So this is beautiful condition. And it just says Polo Ralph Lauren Performance. I really like this. White polo pony. I always put the color of the polo pony in my keywords if I can fit it. It'll be the last bit of information that I put in. It's not of superior importance, but I do put it in green polo pony, white polo pony, or logo polo pony. I use those terms also. This, again, I don't know what I have here. This is Berlin designs. So it's original Germany, Berlin. I'm wondering if this is made in Germany. I doubt it very highly. Is it saying? Made in Turkey. So we have a Berlin, Germany t-shirt made in Turkey. But I thought this was great. When I see an extra tag sewn down here, the label is decent quality, I use those telltale signs before running comps. Don't get me wrong, I still check comps for companies that I don't know too much about, but when I'm on the fly and I'm sourcing, I go by what details were put into the shirt. So all of this lettering is applique. Applique means it was a separate piece sewn on. It's not just printed on. This is an applique, extra label. This label is good quality. The actual label, if the label up here is very cheap quality, my mind thinks the item is not going to be a better quality item because the label is so cheap. Most times that works out, just saying. This is a brand we all love, Vineyard Vines. I kind of wish it was a little more spectacular. Some Vineyard Vines are so cute with like whale prints all over it, really adorable. So it's just a regular men's polo with the little whale logo on the pocket. Recently, Target did a collaboration with Vineyard Vines. I don't know that it lessened the quality of the original, of the regular Vineyard Vines items, but I don't think it's a problem. I think when it's a Target Vineyard Vines, still desirable, will bring a little less money, and people want to know it's the Target one. So when I get those pieces, I put it right in the title. This is Target Vineyard Vines, just to help the buyer out. The next item is the North Face. I don't pick up a lot of North Face t-shirts. I do the down jackets, the vests, sometimes the flannels, you know, all of the athletic ski pants and things like that. But this is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. I thought that was a great graphic. And yeah, I picked this up, $2.50. I'm not sure what these are bringing, but whatever they're bringing, I'm okay with. The next item is LL Bean. I love the LL Bean quality. This is an older pair of shorts. I don't know if LL Bean still has the customer service return policy that when you buy items at LL Bean, it used to be that no matter how long you've had that item, no matter what condition the item is in, you can return it. So with a customer policy like that, the store is just, I think, wonderful. I still shop there once in a great while. I buy their wicked good slippers at Christmas time. I go into King of Prussia Mall, and don't get me wrong, I got coupons, I wait for sale, I do all the wheeling dealing, and get the wicked good slippers because I'm a cold-footed person, and I love the quality of their items. To me, their clothing is just good, basic, USA, really nice clothing. I'm not saying it's all still made in the USA, it might be, but LL Bean is something I always give a double look to. So this is, I believe this is a women's cargo short swimwear, or is this men's? Let me take a quick look. It's women's. So a women's swim short. So you can go hiking and then jump in the creek. Love these. Last item on the rack is another item that I didn't know the label. I don't know that this is anybody. This is Pebble and Stone. But I love this. This is a mesh Swiss dot. Swiss dot is a tiny polka dot. It almost reminds me of a woman's veil from the 1940s. Remember the veils like Betty Davis used to wear over the face? That's this kind of material, only this is soft. So what size is this? You might be seeing this in a video. So I love this top. I paid $4.50 for this, and I will make this a little bit higher if I want to keep it. Once in a while, if I want to keep something, I do put a higher price than what I think I should get for it, and that way it doesn't sell and I have to keep it, but I keep very little of what I sell, to be truthful. So yeah, so great find with that, Pebble and Stone. A subject that I've been wanting to discuss is finding free items and sourcing free items. There are times that other people know what I do for a living and will offer me free items. They'll say, hey, do you want such and such? And I'm always surprised that people give away quality items for free. I have learned to always say, yes, thank you so much, I would love that. I don't enter into a big conversation, oh, did you want money for that? Or why are you giving that away? I always say yes, unless it's a big item that if I don't want, once I receive it, I would have to dispose of. Like if somebody says, hey, do you want a whole bedroom suite of king-size furniture? No, thank you. That would be rare that I would take that. But anytime a neighbor, a family, a friend is getting rid of items that are, just taking up space in their house, absolutely. Because 9 times out of 10, I can sell that item. Why wouldn't I receive free items? So recently, another way I source is, I have to admit, I am a little bit of a garbage picker. When people throw things out by the side of the road, I'm all over it. I'm so about that. In fact, I once told the story of when I was driving and my children were younger and they were in the car with me, I taught them to call out what they saw on the side of the road. So if it was, large item pickup day, we'd be driving down the road, going somewhere totally different. And one of my kids would be like, 2 lamps, a table, and a broken wagon. They would just do this. I wouldn't have to say to the kids, hey, what is that? They would just, we'd be in the middle of a different conversation and they would call out what was on the side of the road. So that's how much they knew I loved free. So recently, while taking a walk through my neighborhood, all my neighbors know what I do for a living. They're all like, they always want me to tell stories. They kind of think it's weird, but they kind of think it's great. So I don't know in this neighborhood if they've ever met somebody that does what I do, but they have now because I'm social. I hang out with all my neighbors. And so I was taking a walk the other day, walking down the street, and I got pretty far down the street and somebody was redoing the plumbing in their house. So I carried home, you see I can do this without this faucet. It's a bathroom faucet, and this is put out by Delta. Absolutely yes, it's free. I picked up that. And I also received this. I think this is just, I don't know, is this just a little tea thing to just hot water? I'm not even sure. maybe it's a faucet to drink out of. But anyway, am I selling it? Absolutely. I got it for free. And the last one, I'm gonna have to cut out all the noise. Look at this faucet. How great is this? This is one of the pull down styles, and this is put out by Moen, M-O-E-N. I'm sure you're all familiar with Moen. I think this is called antique bronze. So needless to say, all the hoses and the fixtures and everything came with this. So there I was, 3/4 of a mile down the street, maybe not 3/4, that's exaggerating, but pretty far, carrying all of this hardware and faucets and hoses down the street. I didn't break a stride. I was just like, absolutely went right over. You could see it was garbage. So yes to free things. I am a scavenger at heart. If there is something free that I think I can make, $10 on, why wouldn't I pick that up? I source at Goodwill. Isn't that where all of this stuff would wind up also? So absolutely yes to free. And on a last note, I'd like to share another tip with you guys. I've shared this before, so forgive me if you've heard this. When running a resale business out of the house, and I am switching around rooms constantly to film these videos and just list and photograph, I have learned to put wheels on a lot of my furniture. That way, as a single woman who sells, who needs to wheel things around a lot, makes it so much easier to move. So as you all know, all my shelving in the basement, which is my warehouse, all of that shelving has wheels. Best decision ever. I can move those walls. I can, recently I upgraded and added more shelving in so I can move the old ones out of the way and configure it differently. And the thing I wanted to show you was this table here. Let me get the clothing out of the way. This is also a free chandelier that a neighbor gave me, so that's what that's about. This is just a big giant heavy chandelier that I will be either taking apart and selling as parts, but most likely selling it like that locally. But anyway, let me get that out of the way. This table is one of those, I think it's from the 90s, that everybody was putting this behind their couches. I think it's birch wood. Let me see if I can show the side of this. Can you guys see the side of that? So this used to be a blonde wood, and I found this on OfferUp, and the woman wanted, I believe, $10 I paid for this. And I brought it home, painted white like I do everything else, and I just put wheels on it. I just got the wheels from Lowe's, a couple dollars each. This table is invaluable when you're reselling. I can move this from room to room if I need extra table space for measuring, if I need it for making a video, holding extra items I want to show you guys. This actually sits in my kitchen. I eat snacks at this table and make my morning toast. And I also can roll it out as an island space for the holidays if I cook, when I cook, the few times I cook. But that's the premise. So if you're thinking of doing reselling and you have either limited space, you need items of furniture to multifunction, I recommend looking at the furniture you source or pick up or whatever's already in your home, putting wheels on it. Wheels are life to me. I love wheels on furniture. I'd really like to put wheels on my couch. I'm not quite sure why I really don't move my couch around that lot, but back in the day, like in the 40s, a lot of those velvet heavy couches had wheels on them. And so I think wheels is a great thing, and it's great in a reseller's life. So that is my video for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that when I post a video, you can join in. I appreciate all of your comments and know that I am answering everybody in my free time, which is limited, but I do have a desire to do that. And as usual, go out and get what's yours. Bye, guys.